Hello, hello. Squeaky chair. How are we tonight, everybody? Hi, Erin. How you doing tonight? I'm rushing around here. Now I'm trying to find Kleenex, clean my glasses. Hi, Michelle. How you guys doing? Hi, Carolyn. So wait a minute. Rushing. Oh my gosh. I have so much on the go, as usual. Lots of kits and so much product. I think I have another 20 some odd boxes to pick up in Buffalo or Niagara Falls on Friday, including the latest Better Press. The one for August is there. Hi, Linda. Hi, Lori. Yeah, so lots going on. While we're waiting for a few minutes, I'll show you. You know, we're doing the Simply Sweet snippets, and I'm just bagging up another one that will be in the system tomorrow, so these can be purchased as well. So again, what it is, you will have a sheet. In this case, you're going to have a sketch sheet, and the measurements will be on there, and you'll get everything to create these cards. And this is with Prima My Sweet. So we have this one. We have this one here, and it's got some little pearls in the bottom. We have this one here. And on Thursday, what day is it tomorrow? What day is tomorrow? Is tomorrow Thursday? Tomorrow's Thursday. Tomorrow night, Betty will be doing, showing some of the Simply Sweet snippets as well. And then we have this one that's got lace on the bottom. And then you just have to add your sentiments. Some of the kits will have sentiments. I just haven't done any yet, but there's quite a bit of product in these ones here. So when I get them in the system tomorrow, I will post them and let you know that they're in there. But I want to do up some of these different sentiments, and then we'll be sliding them in those kits as well. So I like this one. This is one of the newer ones from Better Press. It's got fun and laughs, happy together, lucky to have you, remember this day, you are my person, through thick and thin. So I'm going to do up a bunch of those and have them ready. So yeah, you like product. Oh my gosh. So we've got all the foam dots coming in, and we have these caddies coming in as well from Air. We have little darlings. We have all the clear scraps, all the sleighs and the trucks and all of those things will be in. We have cards and envelopes. We have Simple Stories, a huge order. We've got the 2 new 49 and Market lines. We've got a ton of All and Create. Oh my gosh. And then I've got these wonderful kits I'm not supposed to show you. Dan said, don't show them until I finish getting it in the system. I know you want to show them, but don't show them until I finish getting everything in the system. So All and Create, we got tons of new, the new washi tape, the Christmas. We have the Halloween on order. Really strange that the Christmas got released before the Halloween. Go figure. Makes no sense to me. But anyway, I'll just give you a little sneak peek of a corner of one of the cards I just did. Just a little peek. See? I'm not showing you too much, but these are humongous kits from Hunky Dory, and they are beautiful. I was just playing around today so I could have some samples to show you on Sunday night. Hi, Jennifer. Hi, Dale. Dan said you wouldn't be on tonight, but I'm glad you're here. Okay, so let's get to it. I don't want to hold you guys up too late. We should be able to go through these pretty quickly. So we do still have some of these kits left. This is the Simple Stories kit. So I'll walk through so you can see what the finished cards look like. So this is the Meadowflowers by Simple Stories. And I know I'm a tease, but oh my gosh, I'm so excited about the new stuff. And we got some great deals on the tonic paper again, all that mirror cardstock and everything. So lots. And P13 for the auction, holy moly, tons. So yeah, I'm pretty excited. When I get excited like this, I can't sleep. I just want to keep working, and get things done. But that's the way she works. Okay, so let's bring this down a little bit there so that you can see closer. So you get full instructions to do 3, 6, 8 cards in this kit, but I'll just show you what each one looks like, and then we'll make a couple of extra cards. I have no idea what I'm doing, so we're gonna fly by the seat of our pants. Hi Sherry, I thought I would just do something live so you guys can see kind of how my head works. Very scary, but you can see how kind of my head works sometimes. So card number 1, so in the Simple Stories kits, they're very good about telling you exactly how to cut your papers. Doing the 8 cards, there was not a lot of stuff left over, and I can't find my elements. By the way, I'm down to 2 boxes left to unpack in my craft room, so I've been working away at that. So most of it's unpacked in, so now you got to put it all away into something. Most of it is. There is a couple of piles on the floor still, but it's getting there finally. So I couldn't find all the extra elements that were left over, but I will do some basic cards, and I thought I would maybe do one with using a little bit of the stencil butter with a stencil on one of the papers, just so you could see what that looks like as well. So the first card is the hello one, card number 1. So let me pull that out. So that is the hello. Really pretty. So you've got your, your purple paper, and then you're cutting that to size. We've got some of the brads. The different die cuts are layered all in here, and then another little brad right there. Really pretty. So that's card number 1. That's the hello. Card number 2, and these are great for anything. I mean, birthday, whatever. This is the card number 2. It's called Lovely Adventures. I like the way the tags are tucked in under here, and then you could pull them out, punch your holes and put some string through. These cards that I was just working on, I needed some silver threads, gold threads, and I didn't have any, so I've just put an order in for a bunch of them so that we'll have them in the store, because it's that time of the year where you want, well, not yet, but it will be very soon, that time of the year when you're going to want those things, and we need to have those in the store as well. So yeah, the little tags that you can pull out of this card, when you put your butterfly on, just glue them through his body. That way he can still flutter. So after they take the card out of the envelope, they can just pop that one up. Okay? They are they're really pretty cards. Got a bunch of kits as well that I'll be doing with the Simple Story stuff, because our kit area honestly is as low as it's been in a long time. Next week I'll be doing the other kit that I have. I'll show you, if I remember, I'll show you again what it looks like when we're finished here. Oh, it's also tea time. Okay, next one. Why don't I remember that card? Your friends were oh, there it is. It's been a while that these have been done. These were done before I left for Vegas, and then of course I cut my finger and didn't want to be bleeding all over everything. So this again is another die cut, popped up, some little hearts, and some of the little brads on there with the green paper. And this is the paper that matches the plain cardstock or printed paper that matches the line. All right, number 4 is the wildflowers, and that is this one here, another pretty one. Aren't they nice? You know, there's something about layering that really, it just makes a big difference when you're layering things. You know, it gives it more dimension, and it makes the card look like there's so much more on there. But again, another pretty one, and that's on the cream Color Vibe paper. That's number 4. Okay, number 5 is So Happy, and I used some twine on here. Again, like this is kind of cute because some of your paper is just overhanging a little bit off the top of your card. Um, die cuts, all of those are die cuts. And then you've got some of the little brads. You know, their brads are great. I don't know if you're aware, but they don't have backing on them. So they don't poke through your paper. Also, they don't add that weight. If you're mailing this out, you know, doesn't have as much weight to it. So that is the So Happy card, number 5. Number 6 is a happy birthday one. I love the pinks on this. And, you know, I like the way they used the little tags. So these little tags are a cut apart sheet in the 6x8. So I like the way that they incorporated them by putting a little pocket and having them in, or just popping them on the page. So again, you've got your 6x8 papers that have been cut, and then you've got some of the elements. Again, the brad, die cuts, and then popped. This one here as well, the green plaid, is also popped on the top. And that's done with this printed paper here, the solid printed paper. Does that make any sense? Solid printed paper. It's not the cardstock, but it's the solid printed paper that goes with the paper line, with the meadow flowers. All right, another cute one, thank you. So this again is the 6x8 paper. We've got a couple of brads, some more die cuts. Again, so I've got 3 layers, a flat, a layer, and a layer. I don't know if you can hear Scruff, but he doesn't know where I am, and he's meowing like crazy down there. Scruffy! Sorry. And then the thank you on top there, and that is also popped. And then the last card out of the Simple Stories instructions is this one, You Make Me Grow. And again, it's using that solid printed papers. And you've got a path here, which is a die cuts. Those are all die cuts. You've got a little brad, and then you've got the printed papers also on there. So those are the ones that you got to make. So you got 8 cards in there. And then let's do a couple more. So I'm going to move these instructions out of the way. And, whoops, move this stuff out. Oh, not dropping all my stuff. That out of the way. These things all out of the way. I had a nice clean desk. I don't know what happened. All it takes is 5 minutes in my craft room. And so these are my leftovers that I have. So I thought I would just kind of do some paper piecing and see what we come up with. I kind of like those 2 leftovers to work together, the blue and the blue. So right now I'm just going to group some together. I'll probably cut some of that off and use that with the pink. Have that. What else do I have in here? What's those flowers? So these are all of the leftovers. Oh, I like that green with the green. But I kind of like that too. So then maybe I'll work with that. I've got a purple Hello Friend. Some purple left. Might be able to do more cards than I thought. And that one. Be Your Own Kind of Beautiful. And then I've got these ones here. I already cut this one down to fit on here. But I'm just looking to see what other elements I have that I can add to some of these cards, card bases. Because I don't want to start cutting this paper up until I know. So I've got, oops, let's see what I've got here. So let's take, kind of like that. So I did want to use some of that champagne gold. I thought I would put a section here and add some of the champagne gold on there. I might leave that till the last card because I've got to then get up and wash that stencil so it doesn't get all stuck and yucky on there. So I'm going to cut apart this piece. So I have these different elements to use because I can't find any of my die cuts. So I'm going to make do with what I have here. So let me just trim these down. So I've got some little pieces to play with. You know, grab some buttons. And yeah, exactly, Sherry. Lots left over. Usually there's a lot more than what I have here, but this will certainly do the trick. Yeah, Betty and I, Betty was over last night. I said, come over. You got to see this hunky-dory, this big mega bundle kit. Oh, that was terrible. It's pretty neat. And so she came over and we were so excited about it. Can't wait to play with it. So I thought today I was going to make some of the cards out of it. So the plan is to get all of the cards in the kit made, which is going to probably be like about maybe 100 cards. And so that, you know, I can show you guys what they look like. I just want to cut these little divots out. That needs to be trimmed a bit. Just going to stick these on top of my... Yeah, it's great. You know, we see each other. So this week, do we have an auction this week? No. So with Monday, I'm losing track of days. Sunday, we popped over to their place. Monday, we popped over to their place because we had some stuff to pick up there. Tuesday... We didn't see them Tuesday. Last night they came over because I had cabbage rolls to give them, and I made lemon curd as well. So I gave them that. And then we're both there tomorrow night, so Betty can do her video, and we'll be there for dinner. And then Friday we don't see them. Well, I say we don't see them. And then Saturday we're there for dinner because she's also got some other friends going for dinner. And then Sunday, we're taking them out for brunch for their anniversary. And then Monday, they'll be here for dinner because we have the auction again. So lots more goodies for the auction as well. Let me trim this piece off of here. Okay, so I just want to get a couple of pieces trimmed down. What one should we work with first? I've got my card bases done. I thought I had them scored. Got one scored here. So let's do this. Where's my... All right. Yes, lemon curd. I made some really nice lemon curd. So I like this piece, but I kind of don't, you know, with what's left over, I'm going to have a fairly large white border, and I don't really like that. I do like that on there. So let me think for a second. Is that wide enough? That's wide enough. Okay, so I think I'm going to do half and half. Maybe that at the top, that at the bottom. And then I may add this over to the side. And then I'll find some buttons and some little jewels to throw on there and a sentiment. And it'll look good. I don't have any jewels on my table because those are too blue. I just ordered a bunch more of these because I needed silver and I don't have any silver. These are black. I like the pink. Maybe I can throw a couple of the pink ones on there. Because there is a little bit of pink in there. Okay, so let's cut. What size is this one? 5 1/4. Bring this one down to 5 1/4. And because there's not a lot to these, I think we need to ink them up. And that I had out on my table too. I'm so sorry. I thought I tried to get paperwork done, so, you know, my brain goes in 20 million directions, and that's not always a good, it's never a good thing. I shouldn't say it's not always a good thing. It's never a good thing. Let me grab a blending brush. Ew. Remember I said to you guys, like, you know, your blending brushes, just wipe them on your microfiber cloth, and then, you know, to wash them with soap and water when they get crusty. This is crusty. It doesn't want to move on there. So I thought, yeah, we would just do this. But I'm going to cut a strip off of this, because I'll put a strip at the top. So this piece is 3 inches, so I'm going to take it to 1.5. I think I'll put a piece at the top, a piece at the bottom. That's too wide. I'll do 3/4. A piece up there and a piece down there. And then I can put that one on there. Flowers, whatever you want, you know, add them on. But we'll just ink this up a bit. So we'll just play and create these cards until we either run out of paper or we run out of time. Sound like a plan? So these are just your scrap leftovers. Okay, so this piece, I'll tell you the measurements. These two are 3/4 of an inch. So they're 5 1/4 by 3/4 of an inch, and this is 5 1/4 by 3 3/4. So I'm going to center this one here first, and then I will get the others. Did you like those cards I showed you? The Simply Sweet snippets? Okay, I'm going to put that up there. Now, I'm going to, what I do when I have the leftovers like this, I'll get my bases done, and then whatever I have left over after I finish doing those two bases, or the bases with whatever's left, I'll go in and I'll tuck and add different things in just to fill up the card. But I know I've got at least 3 cards here that I can do. So we'll get those bases done first. So see, sometimes it doesn't take much. All right, and I am leaving the gap all the way around. Now, if you don't want that to be such a stark white, you can go around your card. No rules. Oh, lots of Tim Holtz stuff coming in this week too. Some of his stamp sets. Yes, leftovers. I don't, you know, if I don't use the leftovers like right away, they go in the garbage because I can't possibly keep everything. There's no possible way. So now I can tuck this over, except, you know, I find that it's a little too big. So I may just trim it off just above that sky above earth below piece within. Just I don't want it that full size like that. So I'm going to lose that little bug up at the top, but it is a better size to fit there. And then I can put some gems there if I want. Tell you more. Oh my gosh, Sherry. I think Dan sent your package today. Wait till you see all your steampunk graffiti in there and your Christmas blessings. And then there'll be more stuff. More stuff to come. All right? You can angle that, you know, if you're an angle kind of person. I am an angle kind of person, but I'm going to keep it on the straight and narrow. Now, tape. Okay, we'll have to use these pop dots because I don't know where my tape is. We've also got an order going in to stock up all of our adhesives. Oh, I see my tape right there. buried. Okay, so let's get this one down. If you've got leftover rub-ons, you can use those, you know, on the inside of your cards. Always nice to add a little something something in there. Okay. All right, so there's the base of that card. And I'm just going to put it aside because I'm going to see what I have left here. So I may, you know, be able to tuck something like that, something like that. Not sure yet. So let's get those other bases done, and then I'll figure out what I have. So for sure, I've got enough of the purple left. And then I can use those. Let's see what I have here. I love the yellow too, so that could be another one right there. I looked for the biggest pieces. And, you know, you can also take a strip of this blue here, tuck it just on the inside, just to add a little bit on the inside of your card. So why don't I do that? And then you can stamp along that if you want. So that's going to be 5 1/4 as well. And we'll ink that one up. I'm also working on that Doodlebug kit. Oh, it's going to be so cute. So basically, it's going to be a folio for, you know, if you're going to the hospital or, you know, you're going for some surgery or you know somebody going for surgery, they can document it all. Or it can be something to keep track of your, you know, grandchild or your child or whatever, you know, when they're sick and their immunity shots and so forth, and it'll all be in one nice little folder. Okay, so we've got that one done. See how much difference it makes with the inking? You know, it takes time, but get out of the garbage. Out, out, out. Out you go. Mr. is looking for plastic to chew, as usual. Okay, let's do another one then. Okay, I got another card base here. Let's work with this one. So I can add, just trying to think of how I want to do this. I think I'm going to I'm going to put this down, and then I'm going to put the piece of this on top. I'm going to take this piece and I'm going to rip it, and then you know, I'm going to add that on. Does that make sense? So I'm going to trim this down, just going to take the white off of there. So I'll tell you what the measurement is of this one. So this is going to be 3 3/8. Whoops, that didn't trim very straight. 3 3/8. I have got to go and get new glasses. I think this is why I've got so many headaches. By 5 1/4. Whoops, get out of there. Okay, so I'm going to put that there. So that's 5 1/4 by 3 3/8. I'm going to trim this down 5 1/4 by, let me see, 5 1/4. Say 1 1/2. 5 1/4 by 1 1/2. Now this time I'm going to shift this one, so it's going to hang off a little bit, but I have a little bit of white on the edge there and I don't like that. I'm going to take that off. And I'm going to trim this piece down. Or do I have a shorter piece? Let me get these down first, and then while my head thinks about what I want to do. So I'm watching the time, so I know how many cards I'll make, and then I'll go back and add some little doodads. I don't have my ribbon and buttons and all that stuff out. But you get the idea of adding some little trinkets to it. This brush is really crusty. All right, I think I'm going to put that at the top. Again, leaving my gap all the way around. This one on the bottom. Like that. But turn it the right way. Like that. So what I want to do, I want a piece of this and I want to rip it and then just ink that rip. So I think if I go thinking of how I want to do this. Okay, so this piece I'm going to cut to about a 3-inch. So it's 3 inches by 3 3/4. All right, but I want to rip it. I'm going to take a section out. Yeah, Sherry, I'm sorry. I'm sure. Yes, crusty, crusty. And let's ink that nicely. But because I've got this hole, looks like it's been burnt, it'll give me an opportunity to just sort of play around. So I want to see the word friend. I'm going to take this back a little bit more. But I'm also going to rip the edges. So it doesn't end up being a super huge piece, but it just gives another dimension. I may pop this one up and then tuck that hello underneath there. So, just gonna rip, rip, rip. When I do layouts, when I do layouts for myself, I'm a big rip, tear, off the side, angled person. When I do them for the store, I don't do that. I don't think people like that kind of style, but that is my style. How many of you like the very ripped, torn, worn out kind of look to your stuff? Anybody? You're liking it, Sherry? I'm glad. Okay, so what's going to happen, I'm going to pop this up, and then I could tuck it this way. I could tuck it, whoops, do I have it the right way? Tuck it in like this, underneath this piece. But if I do that, just thinking the best way to do this. Right now, I'm going to trim this piece down a little bit as well. Just a little bit bigger. Even though I said I'm going to hang it off the edge, I just don't want it quite that big. Here we go. That will do the trick. Sort of that idea. You think? So, if I pop that all up, I won't be able to get that under. So I'm not going to do that. First I'm going to push or tape this piece down. Angle the other way? What way? That way? I could do it like that. I'm not going to put that piece down yet. I'm just going to put my tape underneath here. Get the other piece where I want it. Like that. What do you think? Yeah, I like it tucked in like that. So we're going to tuck this in and then I'll glue that piece down. Like that. So come up a little bit. Just like that. So, you know, you're going to do some of your ripping, and then once you get that card placed in, then you can get the rest put down. A little dab of tape there. So there's the starting base of this one. Yeah, everybody else is quiet tonight. So far we've got, look, two more bases done. All right, let's do, we're 20, 22. Okay, so we can do another one. I don't like to do this. I always score, but don't look. Okay, so this is gorgeous, this yellow. Do I have any other cards left? Oh, be your own kind of beautiful. A lot of pinky in that, but I can still make it work. Or, ooh, I like that. So this is that green piece, but I love this. I love this piece. So let's, I still want to do that. I may do the paste on this one. I'm just thinking here. I think I'm going to use this as the background on this one. So we're going to want it, what's our card typically? 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. So we want this 4 by 5 1/4. To give us that background. What did I do? There we go. And I put that one down. Again, I'm going to ink it. I know the yellow is so pretty. This whole paper line, it's like that spring garden one when we did that one, and I did all the extra cards with that. Just so pretty. And then you get on a roll, and you know, it comes out quite nicely. Okay, so let's get that down. Look at the back of that. It's really nice too. I didn't realize that because I could have cut all those tickets out, but that's okay. Also, my card base is not quite even. Bet, I don't know if you saw, I gave them a little corner peek of one of the cards I made today. So now this piece, I want to have quite a bit of that yellow showing. So I'm going to trim off the top here first, and then I'll give you the measurements. As soon as I'm done trimming, I'm going to trim to the handle. Like that. And then, let me see how much I want to trim off on that side. Just like that. Okay. I'm looking for my X-Acto knife because I just got an idea. I have my little cutting pad. Sherry, wait till you see all the new All and Create. Oh my gosh! Can't find my knife. Okay, so what I want to do, Let me think for a second. I want to put a hole. I'm going to put a hole in here. My distress tool. If I can get in there enough. So I want to rough that up a little bit. Okay, so this paper I cut down to 5 by 3.5. I'm just roughing this up a bit. Okay, I do have, where did all those little tickets go? One of these little tickets I can stick inside that little pocket, like that. And then I have this, oops, there. Oh, wait till you guys see it. You're going to go nuts. The Halloween stuff is really cool, too. Okay, so again, these cards are just with our scraps that are left over. So I kind of like that. Kind of like... no, that's not going to work. But this will work. So let's put this piece down. Like that. Now you can stick this down, or you could put a little note on it and tuck it in there. All right. So I've got that base. Fingers don't want to turn this. No, don't like that. Just again looking for some scraps to stick on the inside, whatever I have left. Let's do that. So that's going to be trimmed down to 5 1/4. I did. I wasn't going to, but on the retailers, All in Create retailers page, he was on showing the different things he's done with those darn houses. So yes, I ordered them. There isn't anything I didn't order. Okay, so look at that. You guys like that one? So we've got that one, and that one. This is more my Heather's kind of style, is that rough it up. Okay, I don't know what I've got left here now. A piece of pink. I've got a piece of that. What's on there? I've got some purple. I don't like that at all. So let's just use up, you could probably get one more using this yellow and this yellow, yellow, and then the rest will be just nothing. Whoops, what's on the back of that? Okay, so let's get one more card base ready. Get rid of these scraps. Gone. Okay, one more card base. Don't look. Okay, so, and we'll do a little, you know, as I said, for these other ones, let's go back. You know, can I add this little piece? This says lovely. Oop. Just trying to see if there's anything I can add on to these that I have kicking around right now. It's too pink on that page, I think. These little tabs. This says hello friend, and this says lovely on here. I'm just thinking it'd be kind of cute to have it kind of tucked in between, but that's something you guys can do if you want. I'm not going to do it right now. I'll do it later, but I'm going to sort of cut in between there, and I'm going to put lovely in there. I'm going to take that little strip off the top, and then it'll be hello lovely friend, just like that, but tucked in. So I'm going to leave that for now, and then you can add whatever other little doodads you want. Same with this one. I think I'm happy with that. You know, maybe put a little something something there. I might, when I do the stenciling on the last one, I might put a little bit of stenciling on there. I want to see how this champagne gold looks first. And then this one here, you know, what can I add on there? Not really sure I have anything else that I want to really add onto there. I think I'm happy with that. Take a little square, put a sentiment right there. There's a little note paper in that piece. This one. Yeah, I mean, you can decide what else you want to add in there. I've got these couple of pieces, but I'm going to leave that like that for now. Yeah, I could tuck, you know, even this little square somehow in there, but I'm going to do some stenciling on there. So let me get this last, it's 8:50. Let me get this last one done, and then we'll do the stenciling and we'll be done. So, what am I putting on here? I want to do, kind of wanted that. I'm thinking this one through. Okay, so let me put this down first, and then I have this other piece and that piece. So I may layer one on top of the other. So this again is your standard 5 1/4 by 4 by 6, so 5 3/4 by 3 3/4. Is that the, oh my gosh, now I can't measure. Okay, so I'm going to put that piece down. There's something wrong with this. It's be trimmed a little bit along there. I was trying to cut too many last night in my big trimmer, and ended up with uneven edges. Night, Sherry. I know it's late for you. My night has just begun. Just going to finish this, and then I'll put a little bit of stenciling on, and then I'll close off so I can go and clean my stencil. All right. So you see by inking the edges around on my card as well, it softens that so it's not so stark against this paper. And then I think what I want to do, I'm just going to think out loud here. Okay, I think I'm going to take this piece and I'm going to put it down here on top of this. So this little piece that I have left over here, I believe is a 3 by 4. It is 2 3/4 by 3 3/4. 2 by 3. So I'm going to cut a piece 3 by 4. 3 by 4. Might be bigger than I want, but let's see what I have. Yeah, it is. I'm going to glue this down on here. No, let me trim it first. A little too big. So 2 3/4. There we go. Oh, Lord help me. Now I trimmed too much. Here we go. All right, so I want to pop this up, but then I want to put a little bit of this on here, and I want to do some stenciling. Don't know what it's going to look like, but you know what? If we don't try, we don't know, do we? And then we'll be done. So as I said, I think there's still, pretty sure there's still some of these kits left in the online. So you can grab them there. And stick that on top of there. Oh, I have a different idea. What am I going to do? How big is this? This is too big. 2.5 inch. So I'm going to take a 2.5 inch strip like this. And I want to put it down like that. How big do I want to go? So 3.5, 2.5 by 3.5. It can go there. This I'm going to pop. That one can go underneath. That one's going to go on top. And then I can add this piece on top of there. Yeah. I'm going to stick this on the top. What's it under? Okay, so we've got, I think that's what you're asking me. So we've got this piece, and then I've put a piece of the yellow plain paper. So I'm going to do that, I'm going to do that, I'm going to do that, I'm going to do that. This is going to be punched, so it's like a banner, like that. So I'm going to layer those ones. Now I'm going to pop this, but I'm not going to pop it right now because I want to do the stencil on this piece. So first I'm going to pop this one up. 2 minutes, we'll be done. Again with the tape, Heather. Again with the tape. You know, how do you lose stuff so quickly? Jeez Louise. I don't understand. I don't understand how I lose things so quickly. Anybody see my tape? Unbelievable. Oh, in the drawer. Okay, I see you guys are dropping like flies. It's getting that time. So you can watch it again later, or the end of it later if you have to leave me, but I am going to finish up. I may start doing my videos at 7:30. Especially in the fall, because you know most people are in for the night by 7:30. So I may do that. So let's get this one tucked underneath. All right, so it's the same paper, but it's going to look a little different because it's matted and it's raised. So again with the dimension, right? And then that little tabbed piece, take that. And all of the pieces that I'm using, you should have as well in your leftovers. That's got a word on it. It says beautiful. Turn it so we could see the word. That there, that there. What do you think? I'll pop that one out too. Do you like? Put that noteworthy like that. Now, this one, again, I'm going to double layer it because I want it to be above those ones. And it's not too high up that it's going to affect how it's going to fit in my envelope. So I'm just layering one piece of tape on top of the other to give it that double whammy. And then that is going to go there. Oh, cut weird. But, as I said, we're going to stencil it. So let's do that. And then I don't have much left, folks. This is what I've got left here, which is a whole lot of nothing. And then I want to put a little bit of stencil on the bottom of that one. This is everything that's left, which is now all going in the garbage because I've done everything that I want to do. Okay, so let's just stencil. Now, I'm not sure, you know what, I should have kept that piece of yellow to see how dark this champagne is. So I'm using champagne stencil butter. You can use Simon Hurley paste, you can use whatever, but I thought this would just, you know what, I do think this will work. Okay, so let's do this. There's my spatula. All right, so this is just a, yeah, oh, the kit, it should be under Meadowflower card kit. If you search Meadowflower, it should come up. But yes, it's a beautiful, beautiful kit. So I could put this rose, or I could put some of the script. I think I'm just going to put some of the script. So I'm taking some of my stencil butter, and I just kind of want it in this area on here. And look at that. It just adds a nice little touch. And you know what? This is complete. You know, you could put a little diamond on there if you want. You can extend your stencil all the way over if you want. But I'm going to stencil the whole of this. Oh, I shouldn't have put that tape on. So this is going to pop up on here. But I'm going to stencil the whole thing. So I'm going to end up with stencil butter on here. And as soon as I'm done this, I'm going to say goodnight for the night. And then, so I can run and wash this off. And Betty will be up tomorrow at 7. So it'll be an earlier night. And she will go through the Simply Sweet snippets with you. I love stencil butters too. This is going to be hard for me to do because I did... Darn it. I shouldn't have put the tape on. Let me see. Can I do this without wrecking the whole thing? So when you do this, don't put your tape on until after, because you really want to have that flat surface. Whoops. As long as I don't rip all the way through, it'll be good. Oh, it's giving it some more dimension. It's going to be a little rough looking, but that's okay. Okay. So now, what part do I want? Kind of like that splatter look as well. So I'm going to do the whole thing. You know, having a couple, there's 4 new stencil butter colors coming out too. I didn't order them yet. I will get them ordered, but just adding that, you know, it doesn't take a whole lot to change something up. Like, look at how cool that is. And look at how that's going to look on there. Isn't that neat? And then you could just put a little sentiment down in the bottom there. So that is all done. Where's the stencil butter from? We carry the stencil butters in the store. So just put in stencil butter. We've got a ton of different colors right now. There are 4 more new ones coming out. It's by the Crafters Workshop. And I had my colors right here. I don't have them all in front of me, but we've got a ton of colors. So I just picked this one because I thought it would go well with the yellow. So this color is champagne gold. And if there isn't, I'm sure there is the champagne gold in the store. If there isn't, I will make sure to order some with the new colors. But the champagne gold is, you know, it's a nice color. All right. So we are done. Thank you everybody for following along. So we've got this card we're going to let dry, and then that's going to be double popped. We got this card with a little bit of the stencil butter. You've got your 8 original cards. We've got this one. I can add some blue stencil butter on there. I may do that. And then we've got this one here. So we did 4 additional cards for a total of 12 cards with that kit. Hope you had fun. And yeah, this one's a really nice gold. It's not, it's more like a matte kind of gold. So I think that's why I like that one. Okay, everyone, I'm going to say goodnight. We will, I'll be with Betty tomorrow night when she does her live. And then after that, I will see you on Sunday and Monday. Have a good night, everybody. Stay safe and keep creating.